And now I am honored to call the Reverend Alina Gayeuski, Chair of our Inclusive Communities Community. And it's interesting, Pastor Alina, I was just having a conversation yesterday with Pastor John Hanson and his husband Vincent, and we were talking about the number of things that are happening to our transgender siblings that we really didn't talk about, you know, not just the violence, but some of the murders, because we aren't having these types of committees in our organizations. So, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pastor Alina Gayeuski, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. And it is my privilege to be with you today, representing the Synod's Inclusive Communities Committee, or ICC, as Secretary Richard pointed out yesterday. It is hard to say fast. We are celebrating our first official year as a Synod committee, as we were made one during the last assembly through one of the resolutions related to our renewed commitment to being a Reconciling in Christ Synod. The ICC's mission is to create events, trainings, workshops, fellowship, and connections around issues of LGBTQIA+ inclusivity in the congregations, communities, organizations, committees, and rosters of the SIPA Synod. It is a group that is made up of members of the LGBT+ community and allies who are committed to sharing in this work. This committee brings together many areas of work that have already been in place throughout the Synod and creates a central space to continue expanding and strengthening the work of inclusivity throughout SIPA. One example of the work that has already been in place and that we are excited to continue is our annual Pride event. Pastor Marie Sager and Pastor Kayla Sadaway are coordinating this event on June 1st at Grace Lutheran Church in Broomall. At 6:30 p.m., there'll be a presentation by Pastor Carla Christopher Wilson, followed by worship at 7:30 p.m. with Pastor/Dean/Parliamentarian Joey Klinger preaching. Another is our In God's Image event, which is a day-long resourcing event for congregations. This year's event will be on Saturday, October 7, at Upper Dublin Lutheran Church, one of our newest Reconciling in Christ congregations in SIPA. Workshops will include topics such as how to become a Reconciling in Christ congregation, advocacy, especially around issues of transgender individuals, mental health, how to organize congregational groups for families, and so much more. But most of all, I am excited to announce that SIPA's own Pastor Noah Hepler will be serving as our keynote speaker this year. So I invite you to save those dates and especially plan to join us for the Pride event in June and the In God's Image event in October. We also warmly welcome you to join us in this work. You can sign up to join the committee at our table out in the Mission Center, where you can also grab some swag, such as our custom Made in God's Image buttons, which I brought one up for the bishop, so that you know that you are also made in God's image, as we all are. So please wear that to help us share that message, as well as flyers, such as this one, which includes both the Pride event information and our In God's Image event. It's an inclusive flyer for our Inclusive Communities Committee that you can take back to your congregations to put on your bulletin boards. There's also graphics on our In God's Image Facebook page, which we invite you to follow and share out for your communities. I just want to conclude with a few thank yous. First, to our bishop for being such a great advocate for the LGBTQIA+ community. And being a champion of the work that this committee gets to do, and also to Pastor Skyle Ray for being the bishop's representative on the team. Next, I want to thank my colleague, Pastor Jay Mitchell, who was a co-founder and co-chair of this ministry from the very beginning, We thank him and wish him well as he has left to take a call in another synod. And last, it is my privilege to welcome and thank our incoming co-chairs, Pastor Kevin Tracy and Pastor Daniel Eisenberg, who will be moving into the co-chair roles later this year and working to continue this work of the team throughout the synod. So thank you, Pastor Tracy, and thank you, Pastor Eisenberg. We look forward to your leadership.